The mayor of Baltimore, her name is Catherine Pugh. She is actually stepping down and apologizing, and this is while the scandal surrounding her children's book intensifies. Pugh's lawyer actually held and get this, 96-second press conference. Can you imagine being the media called to a 96-second press conference? Can you imagine? To announce her resignation, he did this for her. He read a statement because she wasn't there. Check it out.
I have a brief statement from the mayor, and I will be taking no questions. Today, I am submitting my written resignation to the Baltimore City Council. I am sorry for the harm that I have caused to the image of the city of Baltimore and the credibility of the office of the mayor. Baltimore deserves a mayor who can move our great city forward.
Sounds about right. You wanna let's break down this children's book scandal, because when you hear children's book scandal, it's like, what? But it's a little deeper than that. Check this out. So Pugh was overtaken ultimately by public outcry over hundreds of thousands of dollars in deals for her Healthy Holly books. So they were revealed in a series of articles in the Baltimore Sun. This all started March 13th. So this has been a pretty quick process. Pugh's story shifted as she tried to account for the first deal to be disclosed, struck with the University of Maryland medical system when she was a member of the hospital's networks board. She nonetheless called continued questioning by reporters a witch hunt. Then, after being hospitalized for pneumonia, Pugh apologized for the UMMS sales at a March 28th news conference at City Hall. But in the process of apologizing, she disclosed that some 40,000 books UMMS paid for were never even produced. And in an even more bizarre twist, she still showed off a line of Healthy Holly baby clothes. And there's more, because the following week it was revealed that other entities had paid for books, including health insurer Kaiser Permanente, which made payments during the period it successfully sought a $48 million city contract. And as the scandal broke, Pugh had vowed to stay in office. She said she was, gonna continue her job. But last week, the feds actually raided her house and her office at City Hall, and it appears she has changed her mind.
Yeah.
That's quite a story. The Healthy Holly thing is the funniest little center. It's like this caramel center to this really delicious scandal, because it's sort of like The Wire meets like Scooby-Doo.
It is.
Like this is a case that some kid detectives could have cracked, and it wouldn't have led to any terrifying situations for the children themselves. What was crazy is the books themselves also weren't very good. John Oliver did a segment on the books, and the illustrations were very strange, and the subjects were weird, and all the characters talked in very robotic and non-human ways. So it's not like she was, slinging Caldecott books out there. She was just making people buy her bad kids books, which is very funny to me.
Maybe that's why she had to make people buy them, because they weren't good.
That's true.
Maybe.
Or it could be that, look, corruption obviously leads to perverse outcomes when it comes to politics, but it could also be leading to people just phoning it in on the editing process for their books. You have to make it quality. And by the way, John Oliver has a very successful children's book, so I guess you would know. I actually own the Marlon Bundo. Yeah, it's great. You should take a look at it.
It's about Mike Pence's gay bunny, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it imagines a world where Mike Pence's pet bunny, Marlon Bundo, is a proud gay man or bunny man.
It's got a great moral.
Okay.
But this is obviously very sad, and not only because it's just one in your line of scandals in the city going back some time. It is funny though. I don't want to make everything about national politics, but so she had this deal to make or not make, sell or not sell these books, and she was getting paid for it. I mean, we just found out a couple days ago that multiple countries were leasing properties from Donald Trump, while obviously we're engaged in the foreign policy discussions with all of them. So does it have to be a children's book for the corruption to matter? We're just deciding nationally that some corruption's okay and some isn't?
Oh, I see what you're saying. This
she is getting taken down for this. If it's baby clothes or baby books, it's a big problem. If it's high-priced condos worth probably a lot more than 40,000 books, it's not such a big deal.
I mean, to be fair, the president is seemingly untouchable, but a black woman in power in Baltimore is never going to be.
Yeah.
Neither should be breaking the law, but I'm not surprised in this situation which one is punished and which one isn't.
It seems like the double standard seems to be something that like the rules should exist, absolutely. Like people should not be allowed to be corrupt, even if it's only, I think it was only $800,000. We say only $800,000, but it was only $800,000 that she benefited from in this scandal. And the rules that apply to her should apply to white men, should apply to Donald Trump. They should apply to people who are not the black female mayor of Baltimore, and they seemingly don't.
Yeah.
Also, Baltimore doesn't need this. It's just, it's even, Baltimore does not need this. The city and the people of the city have been through so much. This is the second mayor to have to step down amidst some sort of corruption in the past less than 10 years. I can't think of the number right, but definitely less than 10 years. The city doesn't need this.
Yeah, there was a Sheila Dixon, I believe her name was. She had to step down too. I used to live in Chicago when I was first out of college, and when I was reading this, I was like, gosh, Baltimore's really gonna out Chicago, because Chicago's kind of on the upswing. They just elected like a black female progressive mayor, and Baltimore is like, okay, we've got this. We're gonna take your old spot.
Take it back, thanks, right, yeah.
The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.